Hello and welcome. Okay, in this lesson, we are doing something super exciting. We are looking at the top 5 piano lessons of all time in Pianote. So what this means for you is that you're gonna learn how to build a chord, you're gonna learn how to play a song, you're gonna learn how to create emotion on the piano, you're gonna learn how to do a speed exercise, and then you're gonna learn how to read notes. So by the end of it, you have absolutely all the tools you need to go and start playing songs. Let's dive in. Our first lesson is 4 songs that are perfect for beginners. So let's check it out. So a chord chart is essentially lyrics with little letters above them that tell us where to place our hand. So when you see C, you place your thumb on C and you play this 5th. And you can just do your right hand. If you want to make it a little more exciting, take your left hand and just play the bottom note or the note that matches the letter on your page. So, I've got my ticket for the long way round. Now we see an F. So we're gonna take this whole party, move it to F. So that was me with questionable hair, which is something that actually happens a fair bit to me when I go and watch old videos. I think to myself, what were you thinking there, Lise? But that's besides the point. What you were learning there was important, and it was this open 5th chord. And you also learned how to follow along with a chord chart. Now, if you want to go and watch that whole lesson, we have it all linked below, and it'll take you through it step by step. But I just wanted to give you a little bonus right now, because if you are able to play this shape, I've got my ticket for the long way round, you can actually complete a full chord really simply by adding the middle note. And this gives you a major chord. I'm going to teach you a quick formula here. So we're going to count half steps, which means going from one note to the next possible note. So to build this happy major sounding chord, C chord, you just think 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And that will give you a major chord. You can use that to build a chord on any note. So if I wanted to do the same thing on F, same deal. I start on F and I go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my next note. 1, 2, 3. There's my next note. To follow whiskey for the way. Now to build a minor chord, the chords that have the little M's beside them, you can find the chord note name, which we're gonna go with A minor, so A. And you're just gonna flip that formula. So instead of 4, 3, you're gonna go 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure would like some sweet company, and I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? So there's a little bonus that you can add on to the concepts in that lesson. So now that you know how to build a chord, let's take a moment to look at our 4th most popular video of all time, which will teach you how to play Someone You Loved. So it's rocking between that 3rd and that 5th tone of the chord in this shape, and then the left hand plays the root. 2, 3, 4, and then you reset that for A. So we've got C sharp and E, 2, 3, 4, and then we do it for B. So we got D and F sharp, and then G, B, and D, and then there's a little sneaky move to the A. That's the intro. Okay, so apparently 2 of our most popular videos of all time have me with my least favorite haircut, and I guess I really love those clothes. But that doesn't matter, because we're here to learn the piano. It's kind of fun to take a walk down memory lane. Thanks for taking this walk with me. Okay, so Someone You Loved. That video shows you how to play the whole song, and you just saw the little part that taught the intro. Now the cool thing is, taking the skills that you learned from the lesson that we looked at previously, 4 songs that are perfect for beginners, you've got what you need to follow a chord chart. I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to save me. So you could play that intro and then just build the chord shapes. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. Using that chord formula that we just talked about, right? The first chord being D, it's a major chord, so we're gonna use 4 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, there's our D chord. And then for the minor chords, you just use the reverse, 3 and 4. And then you've got all the tools you need to play the intro and the rest of that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Now, all of this Louis Capaldi has me feeling just a little bit emotional. So now is the perfect time to look at our next most popular video of all time, how to create emotion with just 3 notes. Are you feeling emotional? That's actually one of my favorite concepts to play with, is finding ways to elicit emotion out of the piano. And so it's actually very simple to do. You can take a song that you're working on, pick a couple of notes, play them over a chord progression, and boom, you've got something beautiful. So let me show you how to do this using that Lewis Capaldi song we were just talking about. So that song uses, if you learn the intro, kind of does this. So it's using a D chord, an A major chord, a B minor, and then a G. That's the progression. So your left hand can just D, A, B, and G. And so let's use I love this. This is all about trial and error and just finding what your ear's like. I loved how this sounded. I want 3 notes. I'm gonna use a similar rhythm to the video we just looked at. So why don't I try A, that's beautiful. So if you can do that, let's try it on D. And then A, it's so pretty. And then B minor, or B, and then G. So you see, I just picked 3 notes. I used a chord progression that was already there. And I could probably stay here for just like an hour or 2 playing this and going into this very like emotional Zen state. It's so healthy to just spend some time connecting to your feelings at the piano. So there you go. That's how you can pick 3 notes to create emotion using Someone You Love by Lewis Capaldi. Okay, so we've been doing some song playing. We've been getting some emotions out. We're gonna take a little bit of a left turn here and we're gonna look at some finger speed exercises. Because if you wanna be able to play songs and beautiful emotional sounds, you need to work on your strength and your dexterity. Technique is important too. So we've got one of our other most popular videos of all time, and it's all about finger speed exercises. Let's check it out.
The second exercise we wanna look at is something that's going to help build the thumb tuck. And the thumb tuck is a big sticking point for people who want to play fast. So we're going to just play the F major scale up 1 octave. And if we start super slow, we can examine this point here, because this is sort of where you're going to make a mistake in your fast runs if you're going to make one. So this is the thumb tuck moment.
That was Jordan. So Jordan was teaching the scale and the thumb tuck. And you might think scales for finger speed, but it's true. Your thumb tuck actually can become one of the biggest hindrances to playing fast. So it's a great way, scales are a great way to warm up the hands, to practice that thumb tuck so that you can play quickly and efficiently. So let's just take a quick look at how we can apply that to the D major scale, because that's the key that Someone You Loved was in, and that's the key that we've found our 3 notes for creating emotion based on Someone You Loved, so it just makes sense. So D, E, F sharp, tuck to G, reset the hand, A, B, C sharp, D. And so you can kind of make a game out of it. I like to think 1, 2, 3, reset. I know that doesn't sound like a very exciting game, but you have to find ways to get creative with scales to keep them interesting. Otherwise, they just get super boring. A couple little tips for you. After you get used to resetting your hand in this shape, you can even practice like this, 1, 2, 3, tuck, reset, 1, 2, 3, tuck, reset. After you get used to that, it's really, really important as you build speed that you never go faster than you can stay in control. So you wanna find a tempo at which you can play this scale where you're like, oh, I gotta focus, but I can do it without missing any beats. Use a metronome. And then once you can do that comfortably, then you just creep that metronome up a couple of BPM at a time until you find yourself flying up and down the keyboards with your awesome scales. Okay, we've covered a lot. We've covered how to play a chord. We've covered how to play Someone You Loved. We've covered how to create emotion. We've looked at how to develop your speed. And now we've got one more for you. And this one's super important. We're gonna look at how to read notes, because once you can read notes and combine that skill with all the other things we've looked at today, you're basically unstoppable. Let's take a look. Memorizing a few spots that kind of feel kind of organic and intuitive to you in terms of, everybody kind of, I think, gravitates to certain places on the staff. Middle C for me, I find that this is really easy to remember as A. I find this is really easy to remember as F. I find this is really easy to memorize as G. And then from there, it's just a matter of counting up and down your alphabet, using these lines and spaces as your guideposts, as your landmarks to move you up and down from where you're playing. So here's the thing about sight reading. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I am not very good at it. It's taken me a lifetime to master, I wouldn't even say I've mastered sight reading. It's taken me a lifetime to be able to look at music, sit down, and sort of fumble my way through it. I still have to go slow, and I still have to work really hard at sight reading. So This skill comes super easily to some people and is more challenging for others, and I just want you to know that that's okay. And the How to Read Notes video was designed to give you some helpful tips for making the sight reading experience easier. When you learn to read notes, you're learning a new language, and so like I said, it takes time, be patient with yourself, but there are tips and tricks in that video, like looking for patterns, like creating landmark notes for yourself, that will make the process so much easier for you. So thank you so much for joining me on this walk down memory lane and looking at some of our most popular videos of all time. It gets me really excited how they all kind of flow together to give you skills that you need to play whatever music that you want to play. So comment below if you have any questions. Happy practicing. I'm gonna go and get into this cake.